Now I explain you the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation with positive integral powers. See, let us see. Consider alpha comma beta are roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then find Sn is equal to alpha power n plus beta power n, where n can be any natural number, where n belongs to any natural number. But when we go to the competitive exam, we may get n up to 5 or 6. Suppose if we assign n equal to 1, then we get alpha power alpha plus beta. So when we take n equal to 2, alpha square plus beta square, and so on. So S5 is equal to alpha power 5 plus beta power 5. So here when we write n equal to 1, we get here alpha plus beta. You know how to find sum of these roots. Alpha plus beta is equal to, as you know that relation, minus b by a you will get. Similarly, alpha square plus beta square. So even you can answer to this question also by using identities. So you know, if you take square on both sides this, what do we get? Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. So here b square by a square we will get. So here alpha square plus beta square, when you transfer this one to the right side, b square by a square, so minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha beta is nothing but, as we know, the product of the roots c by a. So if we simplify this, we get b square minus 2ac by a square. Even alpha cube plus beta cube also you can answer by using that identities. So as we know, alpha plus beta whole cube is equal to alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta of alpha plus beta. By using that identities up to this alpha cube plus beta cube you can find. But after that, alpha power 4 plus beta power 4, alpha power 5 plus beta power 5. Okay, so after that, alpha power 6 plus beta power 6. So to answer such questions, so this procedure is somewhat difficult. Hence, so our mathematician Newton introduced one method to answer this question. Now I explain you that method. Even that method also called as Newton method. That Newton was introduced with this method to find the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation with positive integral powers. Now let us see that method. See, in this method, first we have to make leading term coefficient as 1. How do we make leading term coefficient as 1? You know, both sides divide with a. When we divide both sides with a, here we get x square plus b by ax plus c by a, which is equal to 0. In the next step, so this x coefficient should be considered as p1 b by a. So this constant should be considered as p2. So if you consider this one as p1, this one as p2, then this quadratic equation will be transformed as x square plus p1x plus p2, which is equal to 0. So in the next step, see, you people have to remember the steps. See how I am writing. S1 plus P1 which is equal to 0. So yes, next step S2 plus S1 P1 plus 2 P2 which is equal to 0. S3 plus S2 P1 S1 P2 plus 3P3 which is equal to 0. S4 plus S3 P1 S2 P2 S1 P3 plus 4P4 which is equal to 0. Next step S5 plus S4 P1 S3 P2 S2 P3 S1 P4 plus 5P5 which is equal to 0, and so on. This procedure we have to continue. So but mostly they will ask us to find alpha power 5 plus beta power 5 only. So that I have written up to here. Remember this equations. See in the first one what I have written, S1 plus P1 equal to 0. Here S2 plus S1 plus P1 plus 2P2 which is equal to 0. Here S3, when we move from left to right, here S3, S2, S1. So here P started, P1, P2, P3. Here S4, S3, S2, S1. Here P1, P2, P3, P4 and so on. Okay. Now let us go to the solution for that question. As I said, what is meant by S1, what is meant by P1, P2. So S1 means what? Alpha plus beta. So see students, S1 plus P1 is equal to 0 in the first one. So S1, P1, how much have we got? Plus B by A which is equal to 0. So you people want the S1. So transform this B by A into the right side. When it goes to the right side, here we get minus B by A. Now we have got S1 value. Similarly, if you want S2, then what you have to take? S2 plus S1 P1 plus 2P2 which is equal to 0. Now here S2. S2 means what? Alpha square plus beta square. Alpha square plus beta square. So here S2 we require. Now S1 value we prepared here. So write here minus B by A. And P1 value also minus P1 value plus B by A plus 2 into P2. So P2 is given now. So in the problem, how much have we got? C by A which is equal to 0. Now you simplify this. S2. So here you get minus B square by A square plus 2C by A which is equal to 0. Now S2. Transfer these two into the right side. So you get here B square by A square minus 2C by A. When you simplify this, B square minus 2AC by A square we will get. Similarly, S3, S4, S5 we have to determine in this way. But while finding the S3, S4, S5, so there we require P3, P4, P5 values. But in the problem we have only P1, P2s only. We don't have P3, P4, P5. So in those places we people have to take as 0. P3 is 0, P4 0, P5 0 we have to write. Okay. Now I explain you along with one example. See, let us take this quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Whenever they question you this kind of model, our quadratic equation will be like this, means whose roots may be either complex or irrational roots will come. See, for this here, if you solve it, we will get complex roots. You know, quadratic equation will get two roots. The two roots may be distinct and real, or real and equal, or we get complex roots. So whenever they question you this problem, so mostly our quadratic equation will be with roots as complex roots, otherwise irrational roots with conjugate to each other. So such kind of equations will be given to you. Suppose if they give you like this, x square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. Now if you solve it, roots are equal, no? That equal root is 2. So here alpha is 2, beta is 2. Directly you can write in place of alpha and beta. If you want alpha power 5 plus beta power 5, you can answer. So 2 power 5 plus 2 power 5. So we get 64. But that kind of equation never be given to you. Okay? Right. Now see this. If we solve it, we will get complex roots. See, observe the discriminant value of this quadratic equation. B square minus 4ac is negative, no? Hence, we can confirm the roots of this quadratic equation are complex conjugate to each other. The two roots are complex, and how those two roots should be conjugate to each other. Suppose if you want alpha power 5 plus beta power 5, so that complex roots, see, we may get like in this form, a plus or minus bi. So suppose if you require alpha power 5 plus beta power 5, so here a plus here one of the root a plus bi whole power 5 plus a minus bi whole power 5. If you simplify this, how do you simplify? So we have to apply here binomial theorem. Here a plus b whole power n, a minus b whole power n. When we simplify here, we get 5 terms. Okay, applying that binomial theorem and simplifying is so difficult to know. So that our Newton introduced this shortcut method to answer this kind of question. Okay, now see, now find till up to S5 for this problem. Now first what we have to do? We have to make the leading term coefficient as 1. So in this problem already the leading term coefficient is 1. You know, if the leading term coefficient is 1, then such polynomial equation is known as monic polynomial equation. So here given one is monic polynomial equation. Now collect the P1 value. In the place of P1 how much is there? 2. In the place of P2 3 is there. Now go to see first step, S1 plus P1 is equal to 0, no? Now S1, P1 is how much? 2. So S1 is equal to minus 2. S1 is nothing but what? S1 is nothing but alpha plus beta. How much have we got this alpha plus beta? Minus 2. Okay? Right. Keep it aside. Next go to the S2. S2 means what? S2 means what? Alpha square plus beta square. Okay? Right. S2. To get the S2, what do? We have to take the second step. S2 plus S1 plus P1 plus 2P2, which is equal to 0. Now S2 plus S1 is how much? We got there minus 1. Now write here, minus 2 into P1 plus 2P2. 2 into 3, which is equal to 0. Now simplify this. Minus 4 plus 6, which is equal to 0. 6 minus 4, 2. When it goes to the right side, we get minus 2. So here S2 also we are getting minus 2. Now let us go to the S3. S3 means alpha q plus beta q. Okay? Right. Now to find the S3, So we have to consider that third step, S3 plus S2 P1 plus S1 P2 plus 3P3, which is equal to 0. Now S3, which is equal to S2, we got minus 2, and P1 2. So S1 also we have got 2, P2 3. So plus here P3 we don't have. So in place of that you can take 0, which is equal to 0. Now simplify this. S3 minus 2 into 2 minus 4. So minus 6. 0 into something 0. So now S3 is equal to 10 we will get. S3 is equal to 10. Next go to S4. S4. So to find S4, what do we take? This step, S4 plus S3 P1, S2, P2, S1, P3 plus 4 P4, which is equal to 0. Now here S4. S4 means what? Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4. Now S3, how much have we got there? 10 into P1. P1 value 2. So S2 minus 2 into P2 3. S1 minus 1 only. P3 we don't have, 0. 4 into 0, which is equal to 0. Now simplify this. So 10 to is what? 20. So plus into minus, minus 6 here. 0. 0, which is equal to 0. Simplify this. So 20 minus 6, 14. Now transfer this 14 into the right side so that we get minus 14. So S4 value minus 14. Similarly S5. S5 plus S4 P1 plus S3 P2 plus S2 P3 plus S1 P4 plus 5P5, which is equal to 0. Now go for substitution. We require S5. S5 means what? Alpha power 5 plus beta power 5. Now S4 we have got minus 14 and P1 we have 2. Here S3 value 10 we have got and P2 value is given in the problem. S2 value minus 2 and P3 don't have. Substitute here 0 and S1 minus 2, but here P4 don't have, so that consider P4 as 0 plus 5P5. 5 into P5 don't have, right there 0. Now go for simplification. Now S5. So here minus 28, here plus 30. So these three terms will become 0, which is equal to 0. Now here 2 we will get. So when you transfer the 2 into the right side, you get S5 is equal to minus 2. So S5 equal to minus 2. So in the competitive exams, we expect up to alpha power 5 plus beta power 5. If it is given alpha power 6 plus beta power 6, so then you apply one more step to get that alpha power 6 plus beta power 6. More than that, they don't ask you. Okay? So this is called Newton method, which is given by Newton. So this why he has given this method? To find the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation with positive integral powers. Even this proof also is there in the higher algebra book. If you want to go through that proof from that book, you can, but proof is not required. Just to you learn this procedure to answer this kind of questions. Thank you, students. Thank you.